Primary 2, third term, Science, Chapter 6, Electricity. Reference textbook pages 103 to 120 and workbook pages 67 to 74. Before we start the lesson, it is important to look at the learning objectives. These are the things you will learn from this lesson. What electricity is, uses of electricity, identify the parts of a simple circuit. At the end of the lesson, you can come back to the objectives and see how much you have understood. Now let's start with the lesson. What is electricity? Look at the first picture. What do you see? A meal. You have 3 meals a day. You get energy out of food. Your father goes to the petrol shed to pump fuel. That is petrol or diesel. So vehicles need fuel to run. Fuel is its source of energy. So what about machines? When it gets dark, you switch on the light bulb. When you want to use the computer, you switch it on. Machines like these get energy from electricity. Look at these colorful pictures. These are different types of machines that need electricity to work. You may find many of these at home and may see your parents use them. Take a look at them and try to name them. Can you? Now let's look at what electricity can do. There are many uses. Electricity is used to heat things. Bread gets toasted in a toaster. Water gets heated in an electric kettle. Electricity can also cool things. What happens when you put a bottle of water in the fridge? It gets cooled. When you switch on the AC, the room gets cool. Can you think of any other uses other than these? So let's see what the other uses are. We use electricity to listen to music on the radio, to watch our favorite cartoons on TV, and also electricity is needed to play games on the computer. Electricity also powers motors. You may have seen your mother making fruit juice using the blender or wash clothes in the washing machine. Your father may use the vacuum cleaner to clean the house. And the fan too has a motor inside. While you may use electricity in your house, have you ever thought about where we get electricity from? Electricity is made in power stations. The first picture shows a power station. It then flows along wires or the power lines to the sockets at your house. This is called mains electricity. So children, what is mains electricity? Electricity that comes from a wall socket is called mains electricity. Now you can turn to page number 67 in your workbook and tick the things that need electricity. Now you may wonder about machines that aren't connected to the power socket. These machines use batteries. You can see there are different types of batteries like the torch battery, phone battery, car battery, and many more. Small appliances like the watch, torch, camera, and your toys use batteries. In your workbook, page 69, there are different types of batteries. Try to match and complete it. Let's see what an electric circuit is. Electricity flows in a pathway and this is called a circuit. A simple circuit is made up of three things. The three things are a battery, light bulb and wire. Look at the picture below. When it is connected properly, the light bulb lights up. You can make a simple circuit with the help of your parents and see how it works. Now children, let's take a closer look at the parts. The battery. The battery has two ends, the positive end and the negative end. Can you see the two signs, positive and negative? A battery drives electricity round a circuit. If more than one battery is used in a circuit, then the batteries have to be arranged correctly. You can turn to page 113 in your textbook to see how they are arranged. The wires are made of copper. They are covered in a protective material to protect us from electric shocks. The next is the light bulb. The electricity flows from a battery to the light bulb and back to the battery. Then the light bulb lights up. So, how does a circuit work? In the first picture, the light bulb doesn't light up. That is because the circuit is open. Can you see the gap? The electricity cannot flow because there is a gap in the circuit. Look at the second picture. What do you see? The light bulb is lit. And can you see a gap? No, the circuit is closed. So the electricity flows and that is why the light bulb lights up. There are some diagrams of circuits in the workbook page 72. Try to do them. Means electricity is very dangerous. It can give you nasty shocks. That is why y'all are not supposed to turn on switches with wet hands or poke things inside sockets. It is very dangerous to do that. You may be told by your parents to switch off lights or fans when you are leaving a room. Why is that, children? Saving electricity is very important, which is why you are told to turn off lights when not in use. Because the usage of electricity keeps increasing, so people uses other energy sources like solar energy and wind energy. Now tell me, how can we save electricity? By switching off lights that are not in use. Choose machines that use less energy or use other energy sources like solar energy and wind energy. So, my dear children, do your share to save electricity and don't waste at home or in school. Now that we are at the end of the lesson, I hope you know what electricity is and what the uses are, and also to make a simple circuit.